Today on the channel, we have the battle of the blushes, Danessa Myricks versus Natasha Denona. We have the Yummy Skin Blurring Balm Powder Blush versus the High Blush Cloudy Cream Cheek Duo. Both seem like very promising products. Both seem like very similar products. One of the products I am very well familiar with, the Blurry Balm Powder Blush from Danessa, is something that I've tested and tried before, but there are new shades, and the Natasha Denona is a brand new product, but all of Natasha Denona blushes have always kind of reminded me of the Danessa Myricks blushes and vice versa. So today, I kind of want to put it to the test. I want to slap them both onto my face, test out some new shades, check out the formulas, compare the prices. You know the drill. And oh yeah, hey you, what up? Welcome to the channel. Welcome back. I'm Maryam. Let's get into this video. Let's compare, contrast, review these two very exciting new blushes, because let's face it, blush is one of those products that is a little bit misunderstood, but if understood correctly, it makes the most difference between you looking very tired and very refreshed. All right, that is a very long intro. Let's get right into it. Battle of the blushes. Let's hit it. Okay, so let's talk about the differences between these two blushes. As I mentioned in my intro, I have tried the Danessa Myricks blushes before. There are 6 original shades, then they added a 7th. I've got all 7 of them here, and now they have 4 more shades. Plugging in a close-up right now. And the reason why I'm obsessed with these particular blushes is because of the formula. The formula is really unique, very different, very specific, and unique to Danessa Myricks, the brand. These blushes, just like the Blurring Balm Powder for the face, are infused with upsilite, which is a Swedish ingredient that is known to control oils, absorb that excess sebum. And so for me as an oily skin person, that is like my favorite formulation. I feel like the Blurring Balm Powder and the blush version were just meant for me and for my skin, especially because I have some texture issues, some old acne scars, I have some enlarged open pores. And so all of these issues or all of these concerns are targeted with this specific product that contains upsilite, and it kind of addresses it and it hides it. So I love that for me. By the way, Danessa Myricks Beauty also has several new shades of the Blurring Balm Powder, the complexion product outside of the blush, and I kind of want to test those out in a separate video. Do let me know if you want me to do that, because it is one of my top favorite products to go to. I use it all the time. Now there's more shades. If you want me to swatch them, I'm more than happy to. Let's see what else. One of my favorite shades from the original blushes is the Rosé and Brunch, this one. It is just a very, very beautiful, natural looking color for your face, for the cheeks. You can also use this on your lips, on your lids, anywhere you want a little bit of color. I also love the shade It Girl. This one is just so stunning, so refreshing. So I have a lot of my faves within this line. This is a $25 product, and more recently they've also come out with some lowlighters, similar packaging. Basically this is like a shimmery version of a highlighter in like some highlighter tones, some flesh tones if you will. There's a gold, there's a beautiful mocha, there's like a champagne and a pink. And the reason why I'm bringing that up is because now it's time for me to talk about the Natasha Denona product, which is the Blush Duo. So now it looks like both of these are blushes. One of them looks a little bit more shimmery than the other, but this has a very unique texture to the naked eye. It almost looks grainy, I guess, but we will test that out. Anyway, this is a $42 product, but it is a duo, keep in mind. So if you want to achieve the same effect with the Danessa Myricks, you can definitely use the blush and the lowlighter. That would be 50 bucks compared to this one, which is 42. So they're like in the same price point category as well, even though this is a single product with 2 colors in it, but you know what I'm trying to say. Both are vegan. Neither one use mineral oil or parabens or any of that stuff. Both of these are a cream formula. Natasha's products are almost always made exclusively in Italy. Let me see if this one is made in Italy, not tested on animals, vegan, paraben-free, preservative-free, mineral oil-free. Keep out of reach of children. But one thing I will say about the Danessa blush is that it is an Allure Best of Beauty Awards winner for 2023. I can see why it has been one of my favorite products to go to. So now, without further ado, let's slap some colors onto the face, shall we? We shall. Okay, so right now on my face, there is no foundation. I did my skincare maybe 45 minutes ago. I did apply some strategic concealing, some pinpoint concealer, and some pinpoint concealing using the Armani concealer that I've been absolutely just engulfed by. This is so good. It is almost up there with my Tarte Shape Tape. They are a little bit different, but I love this one so much. Also, I've been using the new Lisa Eldridge concealer pen or pencil for just like tiny little spots for that pinpoint concealing technique. So that's all that I have on my face right now because I really do want to do some swatches. I want to be able to remove my makeup, you know, things like that. So out of the new Danessa shades, there are some that I am more interested in more than others, naturally. And there are two shades that I'm actually familiar with. So the Spice Latte and the Red Velvet are two shades that I believe were included in a holiday kit. So they are new shades to the brand, but I'm already familiar with them. And then the two shades that are completely unknown to me are the Grape Soda and the Creme Brulee. The Grape Soda is a very obvious, very bright purple that I admit looks a little bit intimidating, but the reason it's intimidating to me is because purple is just not my favorite color, period. As much as I love to wear purple eyeshadow, in fact, purple eyeshadow is probably my go-to over bronze. I almost feel like purple eyeshadow is a neutral. I never ever wear purple on my nails. I never wear it in my clothing. I almost like avoid this color for some reason. And Lee seems to think that it's because I'm of the Barney generation and so I'm traumatized or whatever, but purple is just never been my forte. However, if I'm gonna be wearing purple, it is definitely going to be in my makeup, so we will test this out. For my first test, I actually want to grab a shade or two shades that are similar, and I think it's gonna have to be this. Spice Latte versus Fresh Mauve. Now, I don't know if you know this about me, but I am a huge fan of both Danessa and Natasha. These are women that I know personally. I super admire their work, and I just really admire them as people. They are amazing. They're multitaskers. They are able to accomplish incredible things that I am super impressed by. So naturally, I look up to them. And in this video, I'm by no means pinning them against each other. It's just that I'm actually super curious about these two products. They've always kind of reminded me of each other. When I say always, I mean all the other blush products that I've tried from Natasha Denona specifically kind of remind me of this. I don't know what it is. So I want to test them side by side. I'm gonna go in with my finger first. This is the Spice Latte. As you can see, it is pretty pigmented, even if you apply a tiny little amount. And now on the other side, I'm gonna dip another finger into the darker shade of this Fresh Mauve. Honestly, very, very similar feel. Kind of different swatches, but let's see. Oh, they are so similar indeed. Both have this very, very cloudy, very easy to blend quality that is unique for a cream blush product. Look how easily I was able to blend this out with just a few taps. And this one, obviously, I haven't blended out just yet. I just wanted to show you a stripe of color. Very, very similar feel. I was not wrong. The only difference between the two, I will say, is that the Danessa product, because it has that Upsolite ingredient, it is able to give you more of a powdery finish as opposed to Natasha's, which definitely gives more dew. I don't know if you could see. Maybe if I tilt my head to the light, you'll be able to see, but there's definitely a little bit more of that glaze, but yet it doesn't feel sticky. I'm gonna take a little bit of the lighter shade, layer that on top because this is supposed to be a blush and a low lighter duo. I mean, this is stunning. We gotta do the same thing here. I'm gonna grab the low key low lighter. This is the peachy one. And again, just dip my finger. So nice. This formula is particularly good for those of you with mature skin, especially if you are looking for a highlighter or a shimmery formula that will not settle into those fine lines, crow's feet. If you want to go around the delicate eye area and you want it to lay on top rather than settle in to the natural skin crevices and folds, this product is perfect for that. You see how it gives this non-greasy, kind of powdery, but shimmery glow. Very unique, very different, but yet very similar to each other. Okay, let's try some more shades. I'm gonna use some micellar water to remove, just like that. Strategic concealing, real quick, just so we don't distract, so we don't take away from the point. Next, I wanna try shade Red Velvet versus shade Flustered. That's such a funny name. I'm often very flustered. I would describe flustered as one of my qualities. Here is Red Velvet. This is also a very intimidating shade. Very, very bright, but man, is it pillowy and so refreshing. This is actually that vibe of the winter red, that fresh from skiing, if you ski, type of flush cheek red. Reminds me of my childhood when I was out playing in the snow on a snow day. That's that type of a color. So gorgeous. Of course, you could build it up if you want. You could really play it up if you want. Or you can apply a little bit of foundation on top to play it down. How pretty is that? And now shade Flustered. Gonna go for the bright shade first. I definitely picked up a lot of product, so I'm gonna need that brush to diffuse it a little bit. Back to my Strategic Concealer. And now for the lighter shimmery shade. Okay, so I think after testing those two colors, I think I can finally tell what the difference is. I'm assuming that because I have a very oily skin type, and also because I have experience with this product, the Danessa Myricks Blurring Balm Powder Flushed is probably a little bit more long lasting than Natasha Denona High Blush Cloudy Cream Cheek. And reason being is because of that Upsolite ingredient. This has a cream to powder type of finish. It does not seep into your pores. It doesn't highlight any sort of crevices. It kind of creates a glaze over your skin, but with color, it sort of sits on top. With the Natasha Denona High Blush Cloudy, the difference is that this definitely becomes one with your skin. So it doesn't sit on top of your skin. It kind of seeps into all those fine little crevices. It doesn't highlight them by any means. In fact, it does kind of like an infusion. From my experience, this is a little bit easier to work with in the beginning, but this lasts a lot longer. And once you understand how to play around with it, the blurring balm powder becomes relatively very easy to use as well. But for a beginner, I would say this is a little bit more user-friendly just because you see exactly where the product goes, you see how it applies, you understand the concept because it's a concept that you've seen before. But both are really beautiful and both have a place. Last shade, I am gonna go for the Grape Soda. I am thinking I want to apply this one with the brush. I am scared of this shade. This is very intimidating. It is bright. I'm gonna go in with my finger. Just a little bit. I don't even know why I psych myself out. I already know that purple blush looks so good on me because I have a very warm skin tone, and purple is obviously very cool, so it's the opposite, and it always pops. And I really shouldn't be afraid of it the way that I am. I take it back. This is that purple après-ski color. It is actually surprisingly so wearable, and it's not surprising at all, and I shouldn't be shocked yet. I'm shocked once again, but I'm saying this with an emphasis. If you are one of those people who is shocked and scared of a purple blush, don't be. If you are medium or tan or caramel or deep complexion, purple blush is definitely on your side. It is definitely your friend. Look at this. I have to say, this is probably my favorite shades of the 3 new shades that I just tried from the Danessa Myricks Yummy Skin Blurring Balm Powder Flushed line. I'm gonna keep this on. That's how inspired I am. And so now for my final Natasha Denona, I want to choose a shade that I typically wouldn't go for. I want to do something different. Okay, I think I found something different. I feel like all these vibrant shades are just like within my forte. This is something that I typically wear. This isn't scary for me, but something like this is definitely out of my comfort zone, so let's go for it. This is shade Vampired. Nope, Vamped. Not Vampired, but close enough. Going for it. Tip, start at the back of the cheekbone and work your way down when you're unsure. I feel like it's easier to blend these types of colors into your hairline. If you apply too much, I think I applied way too much. It looks a little bit crazy on my monitor. I don't know, to me it looks a little bit orangey. Not so vamped actually, or vampired. Okay, I'm thinking I'm gonna need to really tone this one down because this isn't a color that I typically go for, so it's not something that I really understand. But when you do this with the brush, it kind of picks up all the excess and it just leaves you with this little bit of a wash, which is much easier to work with. Go back to my pinpoint concealing, seal a couple of those pesky acne scars, and boom, suddenly that's not so bad. Suddenly I'm even liking the shade. Let's add the highlighter. Beautiful. And I think I have come to my conclusion. I can honestly say that I really enjoyed both of these. The Danessa Myricks Yummy Skin Blurring Balm Flushed new shades and the Natasha Denona High Blush Cloudy Cream Cheek Duo. They feel and look very similar. There are some slight but notable differences. This one is definitely a little bit more dewy, though I can't necessarily call it creamy and glassy. It's not dewy to that extent. I would say the Natasha Denona is definitely the dewier of the two. However, they are still both in that natural matte realm. Very wearable, very skin-like, very friendly on oily skin, especially if you are textured, especially if you have acne issues. You will love both of these products. Price points are very similar. This is $42 for 2, 10 grams altogether. This is $25 for 1, 6 grams, or $50 for both at 12 grams. So very, very similar price points, very similar products, both amazing brand founders, amazing makeup artists, amazing people, and I am just such a fan of both of these brands. It is a privilege of mine to be comparing these two side by side. The fact that I have so many favorites from both of these brands is like a dream come true, honestly, for a makeup junkie like myself. So with that, you guys, I am going to conclude this little video. Let me know if you like this different type of format, if you'd like me to compare similar products from different brands. If you have any recommendations, please comment below. I would love to do this. I'm definitely trying to explore something a little bit different on my channel. And hint, hint, there's gonna be some major changes on this channel coming soon. I cannot wait. I cannot wait. I'm very excited. But that's all I can say for now. I'm zip lip for now. I'm just gonna leave you on that little mysterious note. All right, you guys, thank you for watching. Thank you for subscribing, for tuning in. I love you. Peace out. I'm out. More videos over here. Deuces.